This question has been debated between gym bros since the dawn of time. Is machines or free weights better for muscle growth? Let's get into it. It's important that we answer this question so you can make use of your time effectively at the gym. So let's get into it. To save you some time, I decided to answer this question right away and then dive into the nerdy science of why. So they are basically equal. Your muscles won't notice if you're doing a bench press with a barbell or if you're doing a pressing motion with a machine. There will be some difference, but those differences are so small that it doesn't really matter. So that answers this question. Now we'll dive into a study and some anecdotes I have for myself. I just noticed that I misspelled free weights, but you'll have to live with that. So many consider free weights superior because you have to use stabilization a lot more, so they recruit more muscle fibers in the initial phase. I've also heard many coaches say that beginners build better muscle using free weights and powerlifting style exercises than with machines. I don't think they're right. We have some benefits and some drawbacks with both of them. Free weights will make you stronger outside of the gym because you have to use stabilization and you have to use more of your total muscle volume in your body to elicit better output on that specific exercise. However, machines provide stability from the get-go, which might give us better activation in the target muscle, the muscle we're trying to build with that specific exercise. I find that I can push myself harder on machines since there's almost never the same injury aspect to machines as it is with free weights. So that's the reason why I like machines a lot, because I can push myself hard and I like to push myself hard in the gym. So I can go to or near failure without any real injury aspect of it. So moving on to this study. The program that the trainees did in the study was for 8 weeks. They had 2 training days with 1 day off. One training day was back, chest and triceps, and the other training day was legs, shoulders and biceps. For week 1 to 3, they did 4 sets of 8 to 10 reps, where the last rep was a failure rep on every exercise. For week 4 to 6, they did 4 to 8 reps, where the last rep was a failure rep. For week 6 to 8, they did 3 sets of 4 to 5 reps until failure. And both groups increased load on their exercises if they were able to. And for the exercise selection, the free weight group for day 1 used barbell bench press, barbell incline bench press, barbell row, chin-up, skull crushers, and dumbbell kickbacks. And for the second day of training, they used barbell squats, stiff-legged deadlifts, lunge, single calf raise, single leg calf raise, dumbbell shoulder press, dumbbell lateral raise, easy bar curl, and preacher curl. The science experiments are pretty tough. For the machine group, they used a Smith machine bench press, incline Smith machine bench press, machine row, lat pull downs, machine tricep press downs, and cable press downs. Tricio press downs. It's meant to say tricep. Don't judge me. For the second training day, they did legs, shoulders, and biceps. They did Smith machine squat, leg extensions, leg curls, machine calf raise, machine shoulder press, machine lateral raise, machine curl, and machine preacher curl. They measure progress through ultrasound in the quads and biceps. So they measure the amount of volume in those specific muscles. They did a 1 RM strength test on the barbell bench press and the Smith machine bench press. And they also did a failure set on squats and Smith machine squats with about 6 to 10 reps. And then they calculated their theoretical 1 rep max. They did this before starting the program and after, when they were done with the program. So we'll start with looking at the strength results here. Bench press 1 RM for the free weight group increased by 13.5%, and for the machine group it increased by 12.7%. So not really a big difference there. And in the Smith machine bench press, the free weight group increased their 1 rep max by 12.9% and the machine group by 16.4%. The barbell back squat, the free weight group increased their 1 rep max by 21.3% and the machine group by 13.1%. So We see a big difference in the Smith machine bench press and the free weight back squat. For the Smith machine squat, the free weight group increased their 1 rep max by 20.3% and the machine group by 23%. So my thoughts on this, one has to do with the law of specificity. So this means that whatever you train, you get good at what you're training. And the barbell back squat is a very hard movement to execute properly. I think the free weight group just got better at performing a free weight back squat compared to the machine group because they didn't have the stabilization aspects and the coordination aspects of the free weight group. Same with the Smith machine bench, because I remember the first time I tried a Smith machine bench press and it feels a little bit weird when the bar isn't moving freely. So those results probably has more to do with the law of specificity than actual strength gains. Moving on to the hypertrophy results, which is basically everything we actually care about. We have a bicep thickness increase of 5.4% in both groups, so that's really good numbers. And a quad thickness increase of 5.4% for the free weight group and a 5.1% increase in machine group. So basically this means that they're equal. And looking at the primary driver for growth, which is mechanical tension, these results are not weird at all. We have two types of mechanical tension. We have active tension, and this is when the muscle fibers contract to bring the weight up in a specific lift. Passive tension is when the muscle is lengthening, but we resist the lengthening of the muscle while under load. So for example, the eccentric of a back squat or a barbell bench press. And we also know that high amounts of tension will occur between 30% and 100% of your 1 rep max weight for a certain movement, if it's taken to or near failure. So you can get hypertrophy and strength gains from just 30% of your 1 rep max, but this is very time consuming and it's also very mentally tough. Free weights activates more muscle fibers at first because of the stability component, and we need to stabilize the weight. But as we get near failure or to failure, we actually recruit the same amount of muscle fibers in both machines and free weights. So with these findings, we can conclude that both free weights and machines are very good at growing your muscle size and getting you stronger. Primary thing here is to choose exercises that you like and feel comfortable pushing hard. Thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you found it helpful. Subscribe to my channel for more muscle building tips. And regardless of free weights or machines, stay swole.